Hello students, I welcome all of you to this class. Today I will start discussing the unit 1 of the mechanics syllabus. You can see it here. I have copied unit 1 from the syllabus and pasted it here. You can see it starts with some basic mathematics, vectors. You might have already understood how important mathematics is to physics. And this topic, these vectors, will be most important in the study of mechanics because many physical quantities in mechanics are vectors. For example, velocity, acceleration, displacement, force. So many vectors are there. So we have to know how to manipulate the vectors. You will study this in allied mathematics course also. So what I am teaching here will be useful there also. Title of unit 1 is, you can see it here, it is laws of motion. But the laws we will study a little bit later after studying the essential mathematics or some basic mathematics of vectors. Of course, in addition to vectors, we have got a differential equation also, but that I will discuss only later. The vector algebra here, it starts with scalar and vector products. So there are two types of products of vectors. They are the scalar and vector product. They are also called dot product and cross product. Dot product is scalar product and cross product is vector product. So first I will discuss this dot product of two vectors. You can see this is the definition of dot product of two vectors. It is the defining equation A dot B. It should be pronounced as A dot B, and by definition it is magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. You can see on the left hand side there are arrow marks over the symbols. You can see it here also. If you put arrow mark over A, that means it is vector A. So vector is a quantity having both magnitude and direction, and the magnitude of the A will be denoted by letter A without any arrow mark, that you can see here. This A is without any arrow mark, this B is without any arrow mark. So A into B into cos theta, that is magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. I have seen that so many students are forgetting to put the arrow mark. That is not a good practice because if you don't put the arrow mark, then that means it is the magnitude of the vector, as in this particular equation. As in this equation, you can see on RHS there are no arrow marks. That means it is a magnitude of A and a magnitude of B on the RHS. But on the LHS, you have to definitely put the arrow mark. Otherwise, the expression will be meaningless. This is actually on the left hand side. You can see it is A dot B. So both A and B are vectors. And in this defining equation A dot B equal to AB cos theta, this theta is the angle between A and B. So in this diagram you can see this vector B is there, this vector A is there. So angle between them will be theta. We know that value of cos theta is 0 when theta is equal to 90. Cos 90 is equal to 0. So if A and B are perpendicular, then their dot product will be 0. Sometimes it is very useful if you write a vector in terms of ijk vectors, like this. You can see it here. A is equal to AXI plus AYJ plus AZK. These IJK are the unit vectors in the direction of x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively, and this Ax is called x component of the vector A, and Ay is called y component, and Az is called z component of the vector A. So if both A and this B are written in this form, then we can calculate A dot B. When you dot is some kind of multiplication. So when you dot A with B, there will be 9 terms, because each term will be multiplied by 3. Each term of the A is multiplied by 3 terms of the B vector. So totally 9 terms will be there. Out of that 6 will be 0 because of the property I dot j is equal to 0, because I and j are perpendicular. So I dot k is also 0 because I and k are perpendicular. And what is I dot I? I dot I, you can see it here. I dot I is 1 into 1 into cos 0. So that is 1 into 1 into 1. So that will be 1. So you can see that this A dot B will be given by Ax Bx plus Ay By plus Az Bz. So whenever you are taking dot product, you can write these vectors above and below, and just multiply Ax with Bx, then Ay with By, and Az with Bz. And another thing I want to tell you is that here you can see on the RHS there are 3 terms. Actually all of these are scalars. So if you add 3 scalars, you will get another scalar. That's all. And you can see there are no ijk on the right hand side. So RHS is not a vector. So A dot B is a scalar. Dot product can be used to find the angle between vectors if the vectors are expressed in terms of ijk vectors. From the definition of A dot B here, you can see that cos theta is equal to A dot B divided by AB. If you take this AB to the left hand side, then it will go to the denominator. So you will get this cos theta is equal to A dot B divided by AB, and A dot B is Ax Bx plus Ay By plus Az Bz. You can see it here. And magnitude of A, see if A is written as Axi plus Ayj plus Azk, the magnitude will be this one, the square root of Ax square plus Ay square plus Az square, and the magnitude of B is square root of Bx square plus By square plus Bz square. So using this equation, we can find an angle between A and B if A and B are given in terms of the vector I, j and k. Another use of this dot product is we can find the component of a vector in the direction of any other vector. For that, from this definition, we can find A cos theta. A cos theta, here you can see this A cos theta will be A dot B divided by B. I have written that here. So this is A cos theta. You can see the A cos theta here. It is A dot B divided by B, or vector B by magnitude of vector B can be written as B cap, or unit vector in the direction of B. If you dot a vector A with a unit vector in the direction of another vector, you will get the component of A in the direction of the vector B. You can see that in this particular diagram, this is the vector A. You can see that from this right angle triangle, this is the adjacent side. This part is the adjacent side. You can see that that is equal to A cos theta. So A cos theta is the component of the vector A in the direction of B. So if you want to find the component of one vector in the direction of any other vector, you can use this particular formula. Either you find A dot B and divide by magnitude of B if you want to find the component of A in the direction of B, or you find a unit vector in the direction of B, that is B cap, which is equal to B by magnitude of B, and dot it with A. A useful property of dot product is that it is commutative. You can see it here. it is commutative. A dot B equal to B dot A. That is clear from the definition of dot product also. This is A dot B. A dot B is A into B into cos theta. That is magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. B dot A will be magnitude of B into magnitude of A into cos theta. This A into B is the same as B into A. So from the definition itself, you can see that A dot B is equal to B dot A. That is called a commutative property of the dot product.